dropout that she is. It's been an incredible journey for me as a helper in this venture, but the vision, the impetus, the joy behind this whole thing is the vision of one person. I'd like to introduce you to the original Girl Scout dropout, Sandi Mvi.
Hi, thanks for coming. First I want to say that anything I say, it probably is not on all these nice little cards that I wrote out. So tell me later what I said. I am Sandi Mvi. I am the original Girl Scout dropout because he says I am. So back in about 1970 something, when I used to wear this little tiny uniform, which my mother has saved for me, which I kind of treasure. When I was doing that, when I was in a church basement going to Girl Scout meetings in North Haven, New Jersey, baking Rice Krispie treats, trying to earn my cooking badge, which I think I failed at, I never imagined that I would be here doing this, believe me. But, you know, life, well, I thought life was going to be perfect, kind of like we all do. I thought I would grow up. I thought I'd go to the perfect college, meet the perfect Prince Charming, have, you know, perfect creative career, have a few perfect kids and a wonderful life, and, you know, bake chocolate chip cookies and make, you know, carve pumpkins together on Halloween. And I actually was doing pretty well with the whole fairy tale thing, but life kind of doesn't go quite as we plan, as I'm sure most of you know. We have all these great plans, it doesn't usually pan out. But I was doing really well, because I kind of did meet my Prince Charming. We did have our 3 great kids. But I think, you know, even though I did drop out of Girl Scouts when I was 10, I didn't really become a Girl Scout dropout until my husband passed away. And that was in 2002. And he left me with 3 great kids who were all under the age of 10. Left me with all of his junk that he used to collect and left in boxes that he used to say he was going to sell on eBay, that then I got stuck disposing of. Thank you very much. He left me with a lot of great memories and happiness, but he left me with a lot of tears. He also, thankfully, left me with my sense of humor fully intact. So that was my saving grace. I kind of didn't know what to do with myself when I was first widowed. And luckily, I'm a creative person, and being right-brained is a wonderful thing, because when you can't find what you're looking for, I was looking for other like-minded women, couldn't find that, so I decided to make what I needed. And, you know, that is the good thing about being right-brained. You can get past the whole ADD thing. You know? So that's when I decided to create the Irreverent Widow Project. And I had been trained as an illustrator, never illustrated anything in my life. So at about age, what was I, 46, something like that? Yes. 2007, I created an art exhibit, and I had started writing short stories. And so I created these big 3-dimensional pieces to illustrate my stories. And it really was just for me, you know, it was cathartic. I needed to do it. I didn't want to make money off of it. Everybody used to always come to my studio in Portland and say, what can I buy? I'd say, well, you know, I never had price tags. Nothing was ever for sale, because I was doing it because I had to, you know. But that said, the Irreverent Widow Project turned into this wonderful thing, because it was a way to connect other like-minded, out-of-the-box widows and people who are grieving. And I have a website, I have an art exhibit, a lot of written work, and it's been a wonderful way to connect with people from all over the world, all different ages. So it's definitely a mindset. After doing that, from 2007, working with some different grief organizations, it was a great experience. But after about 3 or 4 years, I was kind of tired of the whole widowhood gig. You know, it's like I'm trying to move on with my life. I love still helping people with that project, but I decided to put it on the back burner, because I've had this Girl Scout dropout thing bubbling away inside of me for years and years. I always used to have this vision of this big bra badge, right? Green badge with a black bra. And I wanted to call it the More Support Than an Underwire Bra badge because I thought it kind of represented women, you know, supporting each other through all of life's challenges, little and big, you know. We all need to feel like we're around people who get us and understand us. So I kind of saw it as a way to do what I'd been doing before, a similar thing, but not aimed at widows, not having to do with grief, something that was really fun, really inspired me. I saw it as if the Girl Scouts existed in a parallel universe. If there were naughty Girl Scouts, this is what they would be like. And it's not just women, although it's Girl Scouts, you know, there are men, there are a lot of men here. And so kind of the whole dropping out thing. It's not just about dropping out of Scouts, it's about following your heart, not playing by the rules. If Drew's death taught me anything, it's that life is too short to worry about what other people think of what we're doing, which I don't really think about anymore, as you can probably see. I've embarrassed my children a lot, but I think underneath it all, they're pretty proud. So the Girl Scout thing, you know, it's been very exciting. Been working for a year with this wonderful team, Chris and Greg, and now Angie has been doing PR. A lot of good people making this come to life. So we started working on this in earnest last September, and we have our website, which is hopefully it provides some amusement if you go on it. It also is a place you can buy our fabulous products. We just have kind of our first offering out there. We have our fabulous t-shirts, which we've been told by everyone are very physique enhancing. We might just focus on t-shirts. That's all I'm saying about that. But, you know, we have our badges. One of our big things is merit badges with merit. Because when you're in the Scouts, you know, you get badges for things like making a fire and making cookies and stuff like that. But in real life, I've always felt like people need to be recognized for just the stuff that we live through. You know, whether it's getting your kids to school on time every day for however many years they're living under your roof, going through some hellish divorce for 2 years, you know, and having someone drop dead on you. I mean, all these things, we need recognition and to feel like, you know, people understand these are the important things in life, not Rice Krispie treats. So, you know, so that's one of our big things. The other thing was, you know, one of our other mottos is it's in you, so put it out there. And that was actually Chris's brainstorm, which at first I didn't really love it, but now I love it. And it does remind me that one of the reasons this all started, which I was telling Avery a little while ago, is that after my husband passed away, within a year or so, I started adding these fun little things at the bottom of my personal email signatures, and it would say, like, artist, writer, international dater. You know, I think I would do those things just to piss off the men that I was dating. And they'd say, don't put things like that on your email. What will people think, you know? And I said, maybe they'll think I'm having a more exciting life than I'm really having. So, but at some point, and I don't remember why, I changed it to artist, writer, Girl Scout dropout. And I'd be sending things still to the, you know, the attorney about Drew's will, or, you know, these kind of serious emails. And I'd get emails back from secretaries or administrative assistants, and it would be this business reply, and then at the bottom sometimes it would say, P.S., I'm a dropout too, or I got kicked out. You know, I've never told anyone this, you know. So, and I thought, wow, I'm so proud of being a dropout. What's wrong with these women who think they're ashamed, you know? So I thought we have to help these people, you know, get out there. So that's what this is perfect, because I think I'm trying to give people a voice and a place to feel not judged. And it is kind of funny how society, it's like, oh, you dropped out of something, you know. It's like, that's the best thing you could do, was to drop out of something. So I think dropouts, it doesn't just mean you're dropping out of one thing, it means it's kind of how you live your life on your own terms. So we have that. We have our Facebook page, which is a place where we can all congregate, we can share our stories, we can tell our tales, we can complain about things and laugh about things, and congratulate each other and tune into each other. And it's a way for people who are far away to be able to connect. My real passion, though, is having real life events. I love people meeting, in person. I know it's kind of old-fashioned. I don't really like social media, but they're making me do it. I could spend too much time on there. That's why, because it can be fun. But I really value kind of the old-fashioned, meeting people. So after this, we are taking stuff on the road, taking Girl Scout Dropout on the road, and hoping to do events in different places. Different cities, work our way down to Boston soon, which is where I moved from. So it's kind of a natural going back in that direction. Let's see, what else? To me, this is just my story. Might be a jumping point, but this is all about everybody else's stories. And whether it's a story of how you dropped out of whatever, or a story of what you've lived through, or how you're living your life, on your own terms, we want to hear everybody's stories, and we want you to post them and send us pictures or video clips. We have our stickers, which are out there. We want you to grab some, give them to your friends. Don't tell anyone I said this, but sometimes dropouts put stickers in naughty places, and if the police get involved, I am not being held responsible, but I'm just saying that. If you put it someplace good, take a little picture and send it to us. So that's kind of where we are with things. The last thing I just want to mention is that, the whole bra badge. I used to joke with Chris that, I've had this vision for so long that I couldn't wait to do this. And when we finally picked up the bra badges from the vendor a few months ago, I called him as soon as I got in my car, and I said, I have like a box of bra badges in my back seat. I can die now with no regrets. My life is complete. I can die and I am good, and I mean it. And I was like, just if I have an open casket, make sure I'm wearing one. So that's what we're doing, and I'm thrilled that you all came, and party on. Get pictures taken with Midge, our diminutive Girl Scout. She was supposed to be another half a foot taller, but the copy shop only had 5 foot pieces of foam core, so she's a little shorter than she was supposed to be. But anyway, and enjoy.
So this is Sandy, and as you said, there's a Facebook page. You can join for free. There's
I
also
forgot one important thing.
What's that?
I'm sorry. A portion of all the proceeds of our products that are sold and everything that we do with Girl Scout Dropout goes to fund the Irreverent Widow Project. That's my bottom line, is that no one should have to pay to grieve. It's hard to sell a project like that, so I found it easier to do something else and fund it that way. So that's what we're doing. So it's all good.
So it's girlscoutsdropout.com. You can join on Facebook. You join for free. You can also join the Girl Scout Dropouts for free on girlscoutdropout.com. T-shirts and hats and all kinds of goodness are for sale there. If you have not already, please write your name down or drop your business card in the little lunch pail bucket that's at the front, because we're going to